In the previous lecture on monsoon, what we have discussed that monsoon started with the deficit mode. But many experts have suggested that it will not continue to the next month. And this month, what we have seen that there is extreme rainfall in various cities of India and various states of India. Hello everyone, welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today we are going to discuss an important topic, and the title of today's topic is what are the reasons for extreme rainfall? And this topic is important from GS 1 and GS 3 because it will cover the topics from geography and ecology. Moving to the previous day question, which is consider the following statements regarding Belt and Road Initiative. So in this question, statement 1 is incorrect because this term is coined by Xi Jinping. And this one is correct. So your answer would be 1 only because here they are asking not correct. Moving to the points of discussion. First of all, we will discuss the news. Then why heavy rains, impact of heavy rains, practice question for prelims and mains. You need to be focused on this part because here I am going to teach you that in which manner you have to approach your mains answer. Moving to the news part. So this news has been taken from Indian Express, and in that news it has been written that in Uttarakhand 2013 there was a disaster and flood kind of situation happened all over the Uttarakhand. So from that mistake we have not learned, and we have seen such kind of activities and such kind of disasters happening all over the India. So this is the news. Moving to the next slide, which is why heavy rains. So here we will discuss what are the reasons for heavy rains. So before going into the discussion, first of all, we should know that all these events which is happening in India and other parts of the world, so is it natural or is it human made? So here we will read the reasons. So first reason is global warming, urbanization, loss of traditional flood control, and a 1 degree Celsius rise in global warming monsoon rainfall can increase 5%. So first of all, we will discuss all these two factors. So what we are seeing here that all these are human made factors, and because of the human made factor all these kind of things are happening in this country. So global warming, due to global warming such kind of extreme rainfall is happening, and in various COPs experts have suggested that we have to reduce the global rise temperature, and because of that many glaciers are melting, and because of that we are seeing the extreme rainfall condition in this country and other parts of the world. So these are the human made factors, not the natural. So the next is weakening of monsoon cycle. So we are also responsible for the weakening of monsoon cycle because of the climatic change and climatic impact. We have seen the weakening of the monsoon cycle, and here El Nino played an important role, and other factors are like breaking glaciers and cloud bursts. So all these are man-made and human-made factors which are responsible for the heavy rains. Moving to the next slide, which is impact of heavy rainfall. So this thing is very important from your mains perspective. So your first impact is flood, because flood kind of situation is happening all over the India, especially in Bihar, coastal area like Kerala, Uttar Pradesh. So we can see flood here is an annual phenomena, and because of the flood there is a impact on agriculture, there is also impact on economy, there is also impact on the social life. So all these factors are very interconnected. So here we can see the impact on agriculture, because the biggest impact we could see because of the bad monsoon and because of the extreme rainfall on the agriculture, because this is a Kharif season and Kharif consists almost 50% of the food output. And because of this, so many Kharif crops are damaged and there is a harm in Kharif crops because yield is very low. There is a problem in paste. There is a problem for transportation. There is also a problem of storage facility in this country. So these are the factors which are very interlinked, and because of the bad agriculture, bad Kharif crops, we can see there is an economic problem happening in this country, and not just this economic problem is limited to the agriculture. This is also limited to the mining. This is also limited to the manufacturing unit. Because of the bad weather condition, because of the flood kind of situation, workers could not go to their work, and so many farmers do not need extra output or extra workforce in their fields because their crops are already in damaged condition, so they don't need extra workforce for their harvest. So these kind of problems are happening, and these are the bad impacts of the heavy rainfall. Moving to the question part, which is practice question for prelims. So your question is related to precipitation. So your first statement is it is a physical reaction. Second is it brings in the deposit of fresh water on the planet. Third is drizzle, rain, sleet, snow, ice pellets, grapple and hail are examples of it. And here they are asking not correct statement. And your options are only 1, only 2, only 3, none. So you have to answer this in the comment section. Moving to the mains part. So India's urban planning machinery has not evolved at the rate of urbanization discussed with region. So here what we are discussing that, because of the bad urbanization problem, there is a urban flooding kind of situation happening all over the cities. Because in Delhi, whatever the problem we are seeing, the waterlogging kind of situation. In Mumbai also flood kind of situation we are seeing. So is it only rain to blame for this kind of situation in Delhi, Mumbai and other parts of the India? So not only we have to blame for the rain, it's our poor drainage system and it's other factors which are responsible for these kind of problems. So in this question, you have to find the key word. First of all, you have to define that what is urban planning. And here in intro part, you have to discuss urban planning. And you have to also cite the data here. You can cite the data of 2011 census. In that census, there is a less number of urbanization, but today's situation is very different. And after 12 years, more than 15 to 16% people have urbanized. And in the next decade, it will be more than 40%. So this is the rate of urbanization happening in this country. And what are the problems rises because of the poor urbanization? So there is a problem for livelihood. There is a problem of settlements because so many migrants are coming to the urban areas and because of the bad village condition. So there is no livelihood means in village area, and because of that so many people are coming to the urban area, and urban area is fully populated, and because of the huge population we are seeing such kind of problem. So you have to write all these problems in your mains part, and in conclusion you have to suggest the way forward. So here you have to discuss the problems. And here you have to suggest what are the solutions. So this thing we are discussing about the urban flooding. So here we will discuss that what are the reasons for the urban flooding. So here you can also make the pie chart or diagram. So what are the reasons? So poor drainage system, irregular constructions, overpopulation, so these are the problems for the urban flooding and urbanization in general. And we have seen that the Narendra Modi government has implemented few schemes just like Smart Mission and so many schemes for the street vendors and other people. But all these schemes are enough to remove these kind of problems. So we have to answer this in the way forward approach. So these are the problems, and in way forward you have to suggest that there is a no proper mechanism and our city administration is very weak, and because of that such kind of problems are happening in urban areas, and water lock kind of situation is not happening just in the rainy season, it's happening every time. So here you have to suggest what are the way forward. So here you have to write the factors like you need to improve drainage condition. We need to be also efficient in our technological system. There should be early warning mechanism for the flood and other kind of extreme situation. and there should be always, you know, a will among the citizens, because we have seen that Indore is a very planned city and it is also a clean city, and it's just because of the government initiative and the will of the people, because they themselves want to clean their city. So these kind of will and awareness programs should be introduced in all the cities, and there should be strict mechanism to follow all these kind of problems. I hope you like this lecture. If you have any queries related to this lecture, kindly ask in the comment section. Thank you.